So I just woke up and after my devotion, I opened my WhatsApp and I saw this video that a friend sent to me about what happens in the communities that get attacked by terrorists, in Nigeria. And it just opened my eyes. And I think it's time that we begin to actually educate ourselves in what happens after these attacks have happened. What happens in these communities? What becomes of them? Watch this video and learn exactly what happens to these communities. And please share this video because the more we educate ourselves, the more we become aware of the true situation of these communities.
Usually ask yourself, what happens to these communities after they've been attacked? Usually a particular community is attacked like 3 or 4 times over a 1-year period, and the people in that community feel so unsafe, they move to the neighboring community or to an IDP camp. And you would expect that those communities will remain empty. No, they won't. People come in there and settle there. As I'm speaking with you, go to Moon Council Ward in Kwande local government area of Benue State. As I'm speaking to you, you have almost 38 communities in Mango local government alone that have been repossessed by people. And these are places where you have some places. You know that Plateau, for instance, used to be a mining site when Nigeria was big on iron mining and all of those ore minings. These people are taking over those strategic places, and they are taking over bodies of water, and they settle there. And so it is not as if they attack and people can move back to their communities. When people try to move back to their communities, the attacks resume and they run away. So people are living in their houses now. And then if you go back to the
So it's a case of attack, sack,
occupy. And replace. And then if you move a bit further to see the modality and in the upcoming census, NPC is not going to be accounting those demolished houses. NPC is not going to be counting them. NPC is going to be instead counting new settlements close to those demolished houses. So there is a serious problem you have on your hands. It's beyond what is being painted by the media. Let's still stay on the cause of the problem. And you find a community who they will tell you they are coming. And they come, droves, in some cases 250 people. And then the community has like 20 or 30 vigilante services against who have pump action rifles, who you know that the effective range of a good pump action, depending on the bullets you're using, is 30 meters. And these guys have 400-meter weapon that they can fire at you from 400 meters away, and they aim you and they get you. Sometimes they have surface-to-air missiles. Sometimes they have weapons that can fire at operative range of 800 meters. Sometimes they come with 50-meter caliber weapons. And the military-grade assault rifles they are coming with is superior to what our Nigerian army has. This is not your regular pastoralists. This is not them. This is a full-fledged terrorist organization. And when you hear the vice president telling people to live in peace, to embrace peace, no, you are embracing deaths. So what you are telling them is to sit in one of the people I interviewed, I can still see their faces, really. I've been to these places, I've seen shallow graves, I've talked to kids, I've seen people who had different kinds of things. The pictures are all over my laptop here. I can show you this after the program. If you see what is really happening, one of the people I talked to, I said, why are you staying in this community? You know that they will come back. He said, life in the IDP camp is death. Life in the community is death. I don't know whether they are coming or not, but I can't stay either ways. So they are waiting to be killed. It's just that dying instrumentally. This is what is really going on. And you are telling them to embrace peace because the government is seeing this as farmer header class. So they would advise you to live peaceably. That's why we are telling the government, begin the process to officially gazette these people. Again, let me take you back to Boko Haram. Nobody goes to any community that is attacked by Boko Haram to tell them, live peaceably with your neighbors because they've been officially gazetted. And Nigerian military knows what they are dealing with, terrorists. But now, when you see them as, two fighting, it becomes an issue of trying to separate the two guys that are fighting. No, two guys are not fighting. One person has an agenda, ideological agenda, political agenda, religious agenda, and they are pursuing it. And then if you ask the communities, what do you hear when they come? They start chanting religious chants before they attack. And in many of the cases, you ask them yourselves, especially when they have time to attack, sometimes they cordon off the security issue, they cordon off the community and start slaughtering with knives. And why are they not killing with the weapons they have? Why are they slaughtering with knives? So there are a lot of issues that you see on display here that you would see that indeed the federal government is doing Plateau people, Benue people, and it did all of those people. And I hear my elder brother talking about, these are not border communities. Plateau is not a border, Benue, Kaduna. So these they move up and down.